Keep on getting his name on. Jeffries. Lock it in. Jeffries.
He's back, YouTube. What's up, YouTube?
What's going on, y'all?
This is Mike. As you see, we got
Titus or Big T or Big Teddy or your neighborhood buddy.
Did you say Big T or Big Titty? It sounded like you said titty.
I'm about to throw this camera at you. Big Teddy. Like Teddy Bear, Teddy.
from Ted the Movie.
Yeah. Like Teddy.
Well, Christmas is over, but do you want to start or should I?
You.
Okay. Well, Christmas is over, but ho, bags, I'm back. And ladies and gentlemen, before we... Oh, could you crack this for me? God damn it. Well, I'm having trouble picking it up.
There we go.
Take it out and open it, and then hand it back to me.
As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, there you go.
Okay. Well, ho, bags.
Cheers.
I'm back. Cheers, motherfucker. Okay. We are 3 minutes into SmackDown, but ladies and gentlemen, I have news. One entertainment story and one wrestling story. I'll do the wrestling story first, and that is that TNT, confirmed by Tony Khan, and TNT has canceled. Let me say that again. TNT has canceled AEW Rampage. No confirmed reason given. I'm assuming low ratings had a lot to do with it. So,
You mean Collision?
no, I mean Rampage. Friday Night Rampage has been canceled. So, if you are a fan of Rampage, I would very strongly suggest that you tune in 11:10 Central tonight on TNT, immediately following SmackDown, as tonight will be the final episode, the series finale of AEW Rampage. Again, 11:10 Central I'm sorry, wait a minute. Yes, 11:10 Central on TNT. Also, now an entertainment update. In addition to Sean Puff Daddy P. Diddy Combs, Sean Carter, known professionally as Jay-Z, is now also facing rape accusations from someone who has not been identified, but said that she was raped by Jay-Z when she was 12 years of age. Because we don't have a name, we can't really get into detail. But in addition to that, a judge in New York has denied Jay-Z Carter's request to have the charges dismissed. So there are your two big news items. AEW Rampage off the air as of tonight after one final episode, and a judge refusing to dismiss the rape charges against Sean Jay-Z Carter. So when we find out more, we'll bring you up to date on that. But for now, we are 6 minutes. Oh, my good nights. As always, to, as I call them, my girls, and I think I've been very clear as to why that is, so no need to rehash that. Are you going to count, or should I just go ahead?
Just go.
Okay.
It's almost the end of the year anyways.
Great. To my girls, Christy, Crystal, Megan and Amanda, Mackenzie, Noah, and Caitlin. I love you all so much. Thank you for being such a wonderful part of my life. Have a very happy new year. I'm sorry that we haven't seen a lot of each other lately, but we will see each other again in the new year. So have a very happy holiday. You've been a blessing in my life. Thank you so much for being part of it. Mwah. And I love each and every single one of you. So that being said, we're now 7 minutes in. Let's go to SmackDown. I'm not sure where we're at.
They're in here. They're in Tampa tonight.
Oh,
We were supposed to go tonight because we didn't have the tickets.
we were supposed to go because we didn't have tickets.
We're okay. Mr. John says we were supposed to go if Carol got the tickets ready for us.
But
We didn't have the tickets, so we have to
Carol
watch.
didn't. Well, I'm not disappointed just for the simple fact that I didn't even know we were supposed to go in the first place. So
Listen, you know what happened 2 hours ago?
what?
Greg Gumbel, a veteran of CBS Sports who spent more than 50 years in sports broadcasting, has died of cancer at age 78. And his family said Friday.
Does it say what type of cancer?
I have to look it up right now. Like a can't. I don't know what type of cancer, but he just died at age 78 today.
Okay, well, when we find out what type of cancer, we will bring that to you, and our condolences go out to Bryant and the rest of the Gumbel family. And they're local now here in Tampa, so let's go to SmackDown.
Convincing story.
God damn it. There we are.
Then, now, forever. Together. Kevin Owens, get out here right now! What happened over the last few months? What happened to you? What happened to Randy Orton? It's your fault. Roman Reigns tried to end my career more times than I can tell.
I don't want to see this.
Following what occurred at Saturday night's main event,
Okay, now
Kevin
this
Owens
is
is
live,
making the
right?
claim of being a champion. Let me be clear. He is not. He was defeated by Cody Rhodes. Nonetheless, Kevin is in possession of the vaunted Winged Eagle Championship belt, something that means a lot to a lot of people. It means a lot to me. It represents the legacy and tradition of WWE, represents history and greatness. It was presented to Cody Rhodes as a gesture of trust in our undisputed WWE champion. Kevin has no right and no claim to that championship belt.
That is a
The
pretty cool
ultimatum
belt
is as
that they
follows.
got.
Kevin, you have until the end of the night to relinquish the Winged Eagle Championship belt or face immediate and severe consequences that will directly impact your future at WWE. This is not a negotiation. You have one and one opportunity only to do the right thing.
Well, happy holidays, everyone. Unless you're at the delusional Kevin Owens. What will he do?
Hi,
Hi.
Eagle Championship tonight?
much, Cole. I am here with the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Bianca Belair and Naomi. Now, from being almost forced to relinquish those titles just a couple weeks ago to finally recapturing gold here at WWE, what did that win last week mean for both of you guys?
Well, for me, I've been wanting to win gold ever since I returned. I didn't think it would come about in the way that it did, but it means so much to me that I was able to do it with the EST, my friend, especially after everything that's happened with Jade. You know what I mean?
You know, Naomi showed up, she stepped up, she had my back, made sure that we can keep these titles in. You know, I know we got to move forward with just me and you, but that doesn't mean that we're going to forget about what happened to Jade. Because I know one of them did. I know it was either Candice, Nia, Tiffany. So I know you're going to be with me to help keep fighting to find out who did it.
Yes. And speaking of those three, good thing, tag partner, we got a little help from my unofficial tag partner tonight.
Friend, right? I got you, girl.
We good?
I'm on my own. Against the world. They hear me roar. And I was thinking I would gather them with pride. I need you. The woman is captain. You need 6 women. Tag is match. Scheduled for one call. Let's go. Bailey. And let WWE Women's Tag Team Champion. Naomi. And the youngsters.
Corey, this is the first time ever that these 3 women will be on the same team in a 6-woman tag team match tonight. But again, we still are no closer to knowing who attacked Bianca Belair's tag team partner Jade Cargill a few weeks ago. While it's definitely unfortunate that Jade was taken out of action, I have to pay a lot of Naomi for stepping up and holding it down beside Bianca Belair. Naomi refused to hold the actual championship belt until she believed she earned it.
You know where this is going, right? They don't know who did it. Yeah, they do. And in the next week or two, it'll come out that it was either Naomi or Bailey.
Or Jade herself.
How would Jade attack herself?
Remember what happened to Big Cass?
Oh yeah, that. Man, she still hasn't cashed in yet?
She did, but she almost cashed in at War Games last November.
But she was a bit slow on pulling the trigger. They're not going to keep the tag team titles along with Naomi.
Normally I would be watching something else, but because I have this, I'm watching this in DVR and the other show.
Women's Champion, Nia Jax.
Bianca, when are you going to give it up? How many times do I have to tell you I did not touch Jade? None of us did. I mean, Tiffany could even help us win the tag titles last week. Do you honestly think she can orchestrate an attack? I mean, you're over here whining about your friend, but from my point of view, you seem to be doing just fine without her. I mean, Jade is gone from Oblivion, and you're over there still a champion. And you took 0 time on replacing her. Do you know what I think? I think you're just trying to avoid the suspicion on you.
What did I tell you?
Jade comes in and you can't
stand to share the spotlight with her. I mean, she's bigger, she's stronger, she's better than you. And you snapped. And you know what? I get it. I would do the same thing. But you know what, Bianca? Let's stop pointing fingers and let's just admit to it. So, Bianca, why don't you own up to it, or I'm going to make you own up to it.
On the WWE Women's Champion,
Well, you know what else this survived? Hold on a minute.
pointing fingers and calling out Bianca Belair on the apparent attack of Jade Cargill. But nonetheless, we have a 6-woman tag team matchup here tonight. Corey, if I'm Nia Jax, I think I worry about settling things down in my own house before I start going after Bianca and company.
I would agree with you, and it seems as though I subscribe to the theory that Nia utilized this contains the Tiffany Stratton. You keep your friends close, you keep your enemies closer. But lately, it seems like Tiffany's fallen out of favor with Nia Jax, and Candice LeRae sort of swooped in.
And here's the other problem, Corey, as we start things off with Belair and Tiffany Stratton. Nia, ever since losing to Liv Morgan back in Saudi Arabia in the first ever Crown Jewel Championship match, has not been able to get any momentum going. And I believe a lot of that has to do with this infighting with Tiffany and Candice.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. Great scramble here between Bianca Belair and Tiffany Stratton, two world-class athletes.
By Belair to kick out Tiffany Stratton, of course, this
I think this Monday, not Monday, yeah, on the 6th on the Monday,
Yeah.
it will be the last broadcast with Michael Cole and Wade Barrett. Because I heard that
Wait, say that again.
Michael Cole's going to be back with Pat McAfee for the Monday Night Raw debut on Netflix.
Oh.
Six-woman tag team action continues on Friday Night SmackDown.
Now, tell me about what you're about to say about the
When you've got a great tasting zero sugar
build-up
juice drink like
for the Jade Cargill attack thing.
I said eventually, and they did allude to it a little bit, eventually it's going to come out that as concerned as she's acting, in the end it was Bianca who attacked Jade.
Oh.
Well, either Bianca or
Naomi.
Bailey.
Or Naomi.
No, either Bianca or Bailey.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
And we're back on Friday Night SmackDown. Six-woman tag team matchup continues. Nia Jax, the WWE Women's Champion, teaming with Tiffany Stratton, Miss Money Bank, and Candice LeRae against Bianca Belair and Naomi, the Women's Tag Team Champion, Bayley. And Bianca taking the fight out of the champion. Corey and I were discussing during the commercial break the pretty good argument that Nia Jax made for Bianca Belair being involved in that attack on Jade Cargill. And Naomi had something to gain perhaps as well, Corey.
Naomi absolutely had something to gain. She's now one half of the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. But I like to believe that Naomi simply stepped up and did the right thing. That could be it.
Covered by Nia for the win. Kick out
Isn't
by
it,
Naomi in two.
Nia and Naomi are cousin-in-law?
Of the irresistible force
Ooh.
of pop-up headbutt.
Naomi and Nia.
I don't think so.
Yeah, they are.
Nearly 13,000 here tonight at Camp Florida. The final Friday Night SmackDown of 2024. Next week we kick off the New Year in Phoenix. SmackDown goes to 3 hours next Friday night. And of course, the debut of Raw on Netflix a week from Monday. Naomi bouncing Candice LeRae, face first off the turnbuckle. Here comes Bianca Belair, the EST of WWE. A 3-time world champ, 2-time tag team champ, double team now with tag partner Naomi. Vertical suplex delivered and a double kick off.
Wait, is SmackDown going to Netflix too?
Next week, they're having a 3 hours on USA.
Friendship can go a long way toward making a great tag team. Like drop off on the roof, covered by Bianca to put away, and a kick out. Talked about this during the break as well. Corey, do you think Candice LeRae is the problem with this Nia Tiffany relationship? It depends on who you're asking. If you're asking Tiffany Stratton, perhaps she may be. If you're asking Nia Jax, Candice LeRae could be the solution. EST chats from the WWE faithful here in Tampa. Tiffany Stratton now barking at Bianca and taking advantage of Ray. Tag man, here comes the champ. Nia Jax with a big leg drop. Cover now on Belair for the win. Kick it two. Notice how Candice LeRae made a beeline straight for Nia Jax. She didn't try to tag in Tiffany Stratton. To me, that spells trouble. Take another look at the thunderous leg drop executed by the WWE Women's Champion. And now LeRae makes the tag, and again, Candice LeRae and Nia Jax almost excluding Tiffany Stratton. You just tag yourself in. Keep your eyes on the top rope. Stratton's legal. Oh, Candice rolls out of harm's way as Stratton delivers it to Bianca Belair. It's actually such seamless teamwork by Tiffany Stratton that confused our official Dan England. Yeah, and again, miscommunication. Perhaps cost Candice a chance at the win over there. As we afraid at your own peril. Right attack to Bailey. Bianca Belair with a big right hand to Stratton. Tiffany tags in Candice. Here comes Bailey. These two have had their issues in the past. Well documented Candice's relationship with Bailey as Bailey has grown up in the business. And now roll up, roll through. Bailey with a knee. Think of all the issues between Bailey and Bianca Belair over the years. Back suplex. Now they're on the same team. Coexisting nicely thus far. And Bailey now slides through. Got caught by Candice. Oh my goodness! Wow! Fantastic counter by Candice LeRae. Bailey bounced face first off the ring post, and you can hear that echo through the arena. Referee Dan Engler going to try to back LeRae off and perhaps check on Bailey here. Tag made again, directed to Nia Jax from Candice LeRae. Third wheeler. Tiffany Stratton all night. Hey, but you got to say this. Other than Candice and Tiffany Nia.
Wait a minute. Is Raw going to be 3 hours on Netflix?
Tag. Here comes LeRae again. Big time assignment. Watching the champs back. You got someone dangerous like this Money in the Bank looking around. You're always starting to stir stuff, aren't you? I'm checking. Oh my goodness! Wow! Bailey face first off the apron. Candice is taking over this tag match.
There are rookie phenoms, and then there's Jaden Daniels for last-minute heroic.
At Macy's after Christmas.
Try that on for size. Level up in Forge of Empires. Play now for free at FOE.tv or download the app.
Some say Taco Bell shouldn't make chicken nuggets. We say don't be so negative because crispy tortilla chips make a better breading. And your go-to sauces are more fun when you put them together. So don't be a negative Nelly. Give Taco Bell's new crispy chicken nuggets a try.
Find something just for you at Macy's after Christmas sale. Like party looks for New Year's, Adidas and more for the day after that party, and Charter Club bedding for a well-deserved night's sleep. Now at Macy's.
Hey neighbor, you switched to T-Mobile home internet yet? Trim your hedge. It's $35 a month with no price hikes. Bam! It's on T-Mobile's wireless 5G network. So all you gotta do is plug in one cord. T-Mobile 5G home internet. Just $35 a month. And with Price Lock, we won't raise your rate on internet.
I did it. Ah! I switched to T-Mobile home internet and I am loving it.
Don't sneak up on me like that. Why don't you tell me to switch up?
Six-woman tag team action continues here on Friday Night SmackDown. Bailey, Nia Jax.
We've seen throughout the duration of the break was frequent tags between Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. excluding Tiffany Stratton over and over again.
Yeah, that's been the story. Tiffany wanting to get in this matchup, and Nia and Candice not allowing it to happen. But now, with Candice in trouble, and no Nia on the apron, she has to make the tag to strap. And here's Tiffany's from to Naomi now. And Naomi for the second one. Take the strap.
Rocking the jaw of Miss Money in the Bank. Naomi on a roll right now.
This is wild. We went to a mule kick by Naomi. Naomi now. Wow! What a bulldog! Cover up the tornado bulldog for the win. Kick out at 2.
We've seen Naomi perform this maneuver countless times, perhaps never with as much impact as we just saw right there.
Naomi's another one that we talked about confidence growing with Candice LeRae. How about Naomi? Oh, better than she ever has as of late.
Tag. Returning to WWE, there was a reacclimation period as expected.
Oh! Fivebuster. Belly to belly.
Keep your eyes on LeRae.
Candice with a knee right to the face. Belair into the mix.
Great gutbuster by Bianca.
And now the power of Nia Jax.
Oh!
The power slam.
High across the shoulders of Belair. And now the irresistible force making the climb.
Meanwhile, Naomi. Naomi now. Sets Nia on the ring. Nia's in trouble. Split-legged moonsault. Covered by Naomi.
Again?
And Tiffany Stratton breaks things up.
Naomi already owns a pinfall victory over over Nia Jax.
Nia Jax owns Tiffany Stratton now. As Miss Money in the Bank launches herself outside the ring. Naomi had Nia dead to rights if it wasn't for Stratton.
Stratton's the only one up right now.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Oh,
Do it.
you know why she's doing this now? Because it's their last show of the year. So they want to end on a high note.
Ah, come on, Candice.
Fuck you. Don't.
Slap her. Slap her, Tiffany.
Well, Tiffany made her intention. She said no. She screamed at Candice. She said, I want to be champion. And Candice didn't allow it to happen as Tiffany looked at Cassie right in the ring.
Wait a minute, what does it say?
They're going to go to Europe in 2025.
Here, can you move your thing?
Yes.
Let me rewind that. A little bit.
Tiffany made her intention. She said no. She screamed at Candice. She said, I want to be champion.
What's the name of Europe? 2025. Oh.
Told you.
Well, no, I'm not going to post anything until I find out exactly where. Because Europe can be any place.
We're going to have to call Dr. Shelby in to replace this Nia Jax relationship because it's a mess.
Teamwork was the name of the game in this one. And to the surprise of not many, the women's tag team champions and Bayley prevail. LeRae and Stratton were busy jawing with one another, opening the door for Naomi to sneak up behind the Poison Dixie and procure the W for her team. Certainly no peace in the Jax camp tonight.
The Tiffany was very clear. She said, I want to be champion.
As well she should.
Trees. You know how expensive that is? That is a lot. That's a lot of money, Nick. Guess who's taking care of it? My lawyers put this together. This is for you. Thank you. That's an invoice. You owe me money.
I already told you, if you have an issue with what Braun did, take it up with Braun. In fact, you have a match with him. You should be getting ready.
I am.
And if you don't mind, I'm actually waiting for someone.
Who are you waiting for? More important than Nightown Down Under, biggest superstars on your brand.
That's right. Oh, in fact.
You're kidding. For this homeless bloke? He doesn't know.
Nick, we should talk. holiday season is upon us.
Dude, I got something to tell you since we're on commercial.
Okay, what's up?
Okay, so Pentagon Jr., right?
Yeah.
His contract is up in AEW.
Yeah.
Starting on the 6th of 2025, he's going to be on Monday Night Raw. We thought that we were about to get his brother, but it's going to be him alone.
Shit.
Course. Maybe you didn't. Blue Island, January 7th on NBC and Peacock. On March 1st, lock in for a historic night. John Cena's last time in Toronto.
It doesn't get any bigger than this. If you want some, come get some.
WWE Elimination Chamber from
Wait a
Toronto,
minute.
Canada. Tickets on sale now.
You said that his match was in December.
I said his last match was in December. I didn't say he wouldn't be on before that. Elimination is usually a month.
Oh.
So he's still got
I'm not trying
9
to put
more
you in that
months.
spot. I understand. I'm not trying to make your life more chaotic than it already is. I'm supposed to be on Raw. The Bloodline are supposed to be on SmackDown, but they showed up. So I'm here tonight. I think it's only fair that I get my crack at the Bloodline. I want a chance at a little bit of revenge.
I understand. Hey, Nick. You thought you was going to humble me, huh? So I made you this card. Merry Christmas.
Hey, Carmelo, I know you're new around here, but usually when two people are talking, we wait our turn.
Oh, my bad, man. You want a Christmas card, too?
Maybe you didn't hear me. So when two people are talking around here, we wait our turn.
I'm gonna let that slide. What are you even doing here anyway?
The only time you're here is when you get beat down by the bloodline. So how about you stay off my business and stay off my show? Your show? Yeah. You know what, Nick? How about this? Stuff with the bloodline could wait. Why don't you give me Carmelo Hayes one-on-one tonight?
Consider it done.
Yeah, consider it done. Done for you.
You go to that.
Yeah.
Sandy singing Carmelo Hayes tonight. Sign me up. Well, here's the man. For the reason that Carmelo's handing out his Christmas card. We'll tell you all about it in a moment.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, weighing in at 385 pounds, Braun Strowman.
He's one big SOB. And last week, SmackDown's newest acquisition, Montreal Monsters, was a guest on the talk show The Grayson Waller Effect, but he was interrupted by Carmelo Hayes.
So, Braun, you big, ugly, dumb Santa Claus bitch.
Earlier today that Hayes was saying, Hayes, we get the last laugh. It leads to the rematch. So notice referee Jessica Carr is counting in the background. And in the count of 9, Hayes beat the count thanks to Strowman, so he picks up the win. Via count out.
I don't care about stupid music.
I don't care about what? The stupid musical.
Does care about Pretty Deadly's musical, delivering a brutal chair shot. So the Christmas
So they're
cards that I saw
supposed to be
earlier
writing a
today that
musical
Hayes
now?
was handing out were pictures
They
of his
couldn't come up with anything better.
last week on the Strong. Did Carmelo give you one, or did you just see one as he was?
It's for Pretty Deadly.
Did Carmelo Hayes actually?
The gay packs.
Right. Did you just happen to look over somebody's shoulder and see? I looked over someone's shoulder. I figured as much. Doing my job as a journalist.
A-Town.
Maybe we'll see one later. Sandy and Mello go one-on-one. Hey, what I'm told by my producer. Take notes.
With the opponent, accompanied by Grayson Waller. From Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 220 pounds, Austin Theory.
Tonight, Friday Night SmackDown is presented by Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted, drink responsibly. Maybe Theory and Waller are going to enjoy a few post-match cocktails together tonight. How great must it be to beat Grayson Waller, to have a best friend like Austin Theory, who's always willing to back you up, no matter what the case is? Or is it Grayson Waller always throwing Austin Theory the more? That's certainly a way of looking at it, but in reality, Grayson Waller cares deeply for Austin Theory. They're great friends.
So how did Theory get in this match then if Strowman destroyed the set of the Grayson Waller effect?
Under the advice of Grayson Waller's Theory.
Oh, what a right hand.
Legal team, from what I understand.
So, can you explain to me
Come on.
Waller is wearing?
No, I cannot do that.
Who's your money on? Strowman or Theory? Oh, please. You think he's going to beat this, a guy that big?
Look at that!
Unless you let him pick him up, which
The
he
kid's a
did.
star.
Yes, Strowman is. Braun Strowman's taking over. Look at this.
Tool danger not away.
I'm going to go charge up my phone in my room. I'll be right back.
Let's do this now.
All hands on deck.
We at Macy's get our lowest.
70,000 people are here, and Bob Dylan is the reason for it.
Inspired by a true story.
Maybe he's gonna hold your attention on stage. It's kind of a freak.
Are you a freak?
Also,
And starring Timothy Chalamet as Bob Dylan. He defied everyone
turn it down. Play loud.
to change every day.
There's some noise, Big D.
Timothy Chalamet, Edward Norton, Elle Fanning, Monica Barbaro, a complete unknown. Now playing Roman Peters, Radar, or 13 out there.
Today is Friday, June 17th, and this is People Every Day. Hi, it's me, Janine Rubenstein. Happy Friday. We have a special, and I must say, heartbreaking show for you today. An exclusive interview with country star Ty Herndon. Herndon sat down with People Deputy West Coast editor Jason Sheeler to speak for the very first time about his battle with addiction and sexual assault. So now, I'm going to hand the mic over to Jason, who conducted that interview. Take it away, Jason.
Let's go back to the mid-90s. Country music was becoming a bigger thing. Thanks to Garth Brooks, Leanne Rimes, and Shania Twain, country radio was hot, country pop was on, and Nashville was on a hiring spree, with new stars popping up left and right. The class of 1995 was important. Included debut albums from the Dixie Chicks, now just the Chicks, Patty Loveless, and Colin Ray. By my count, 82 artists made their country debut between 1995 and 1996, and among them was an Alabama native turned Texas honky-tonk star, Ty.
We were all the urban cowboy. It was fun. It was great. I was country's new darling.
I want to give it some time to get past the commercials.
But what set Ty apart was the quality.
All right, well, I'm going to go talk to a friend of mine along with my mom for a while.
Which had 5 number 1 songs
I'll be right back.
6 million records, had rave reviews.
It takes me a while, just listen to this podcast for a little bit. I'll be right back.
You might say that Ty Herndon somewhere along the way hit the mother lode.
I called him the golden thread. I think he could have done any kind of music he wanted to, but the voice, let's just talk pure technical voice. Those chords are golden, and you're just born with them or you're not.
You might recognize that voice. It belongs to Tony Award winner Kristen Chenoweth, Ty's longtime friend. They toured and recorded together. When Ty sings, you can see it in his face. That voice trying to come out. His brow furrows, his hands go out, and the hint of a smile spreads across his face. He told me he was anointed, that his voice, his talent is God-given. He actually discovered it while singing and even preaching in his rural Alabama church in the 70s. His faith is still a big part of it. It's reflected in the necklace he wears and the angel wings hanging on his wall. And after a life filled with so much pain, that voice is still strong. In fact, it was very strong as I sat across from him. He's now 60. In his apartment in Nashville, as we drank Diet Mountain Dews, which is the hardest thing either of us drink these days.
It's been the blessing and the curse, the whole journey. It's been my savior, and it's been the thing that's been the most painful in taking me down.
And I know you told me last night when you called me that there's knowledge in the ditches.
Yeah.
So, so the ditches, so we're going to talk about the marriages, which may have been arranged marriages. Number one hits, childhood trauma, drug addiction. There was the arrest in the park in Fort Worth, relapse, recovery,
Mm-hmm.
Suicidal thoughts, faith, a breakup, crystal meth. But I'm saying all this because the more and more I think about you, Ty, and the more and more I think about this story, your story has so many plot twists.
Yeah,
but the biggest one of all is that you're alive.
Oh my God, yes, by the grace.
Ty Herndon has tried and tried again. He's gotten chance after chance after chance. Country music and life. As he puts it, he's a recovery black cat. But to be serious, addicts don't get 9 lives. Ty tells me he hit rock bottom, or another rock bottom anyway, on New Year's Eve 2020. And our story begins on January 1st, 2021, in the early morning. Ty once again relapsed on crystal meth, and he was ready to die.
I had 27 Ambien in my hand, and was sitting on the floor right there in front of my grand piano, and there was no mercy. I felt no mercy.
And then you told me all of this was dark.
Yes.
Because you taped up the windows.
Oh yeah.
There wasn't a stitch of daylight because you'd been up for 4 days in in an apartment taped up with no
Yeah.
daylight.
A sane, sober person that would have walked through my front door, the energy would have knocked them over. My soul had flatlined. My soul was dead. So I wanted to follow suit with that. So at 6 a.m. in the morning, I sat on that floor and I wasn't even crying. I mean, I was just like, okay, I'm going to go get a glass of water and let's just do this. I wasn't thinking about how's anybody going to find me. You know, I just wanted to go to sleep. I didn't want to wake up. I was done.
Ty was going to do what he tells me. Call it chance, call it grace, call it God, call it a butt dial or the whisper of an angel, or the spirit of his late father. Those are two theories Ty has. Something intervened. The phone rang. Or Ty called someone. He can't quite remember, but he says he likes it that way. Nevertheless, a friend did come over, and Ty was able to receive long-term inpatient treatment. And he says, and perhaps this is the most important thing, he began getting honest with himself for the first time in his life.
And I started nailing and unnailing the coffin of trauma, because it is a coffin and it will kill you. And I was walking dead, man, for a long time.
Over the past 18 months, Ty has put in the work. He's dug through those layers and layers, unpacking and processing traumas he'd never been able to acknowledge. He began connecting dots he didn't even know were there. For Ty, that's been going all the way back to the beginning, to his childhood in the Deep South. Because you grew up in Alabama,
I did.
Southern Baptist.
Baptist Costal.
What is that?
It's a mixture of Baptist and Pentecostal. It is a spirit-filled Baptist. We'll just call it that. Yeah, a lot of music, a lot of drums, guitars.
Is there speaking in tongues?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
It sounds intense.
It is intense, but I knew no differently growing up. I mean, you know, when people started running the aisles and shouting, Mom would just stick us under the pew, so we get stepped on.
How old were you when you got saved?
5 or
Really?
6. Yeah, very, very traditional, old country. I'm getting saved today, and I'm getting baptized tomorrow. When I was 10 years old, I was called to preach. By the time I was 13, I was singing and writing songs with my aunts and seeing people. I was anointed. I was an anointed kid.
It was the center of your life, but at some point, someone heard you sing, and someone said, "You're good."
Yeah, that was my grandmother.
What was your favorite church song growing up? Because that's where you...
Just as I am without one plea. What is I am? It's an old Baptist hymnal. My grandmother would hear me singing these when I was a kid. She would put me on a Coca-Cola box on her radio show. I come to the garden alone. I would sing. My mother and her sisters would also sing on the radio show. There were great singers in my family. I'm just the one who decided to do it for a living. You could go home with me for Christmas and hear Patsy Cline, pretty much. This was my gift, and I knew it. I wanted to be a Christian singer. I wanted to be a pastor.
And other people.
A lot of other people, yeah. And things changed for me drastically when I was 13. At a tent revival, actually. It all shattered.
What happened?
We had traveling evangelists for tent revivals that would come around. And I just sang, and all these people were praising God. And this evangelist, right off the bat, started preaching on homosexuality and the sins of homosexuality, how we were beasts, how we were going to burn in hell, and how we were the walking devils of the earth. I'll never forget those words. And he pointed right at me. He said, he did it 10 times. Homosexual, then just devil, burn in hell. And it was just like, I guess maybe there was a little something sassy about me when I was a kid, that he didn't like. I changed in that moment. I didn't even know I didn't know what it was, but I knew that I was one. I just didn't know the word.
This was hundreds of people.
Hundreds of people, yes.
And someone had articulated things about yourself that you already feared in your safe space of church.
In my safe space of church. And no one, of course, knew. I think moms always know. And I stopped singing. I'm no longer. I wouldn't hardly go to school. This is trauma 1. Trauma day 1. I went from this vibrant kid to not wanting to sing, not wanting to talk to you. And you walked on eggshells around me. it scarred me so heavily because I knew that I could never do what I thought I would get to do.
A mother knows, we like to say. And Ty's mom, who his friends call Miss Peggy, brought his voice back. His senior year of high school, Miss Peggy told him about an audition for a summer job at Opryland. She termed it a spiritual calling. He got the job and started playing with a group that went by the name of the Grizzly River Boys. They were good. They were so good they got scouted for a new talent show, which was hitting TV in 1983. But one member was so good he stood out. So, as things go, the whole band didn't make the cut, but Ty did, and he went solo. You kind of pulled a Beyonce.
I pulled a Beyonce.
Yeah.
So I went and did fairly well on a TV show called Star Search, my first trip to Los Angeles.
The next semifinalist in the male vocalist category from Nashville, Tennessee, welcome Ty Herndon.
Just want to say I thank the Lord for the opportunity to be back, and I tell you, I've met a lot of wonderful people here. It's been great.
I came in number 2. I was first runner-up. And Sam Harris actually beat me out, big Broadway star.
So you were at Opryland, you were in this group, y'all all went to audition for Star Search together,
right?
But someone at Star Search plucked you out.
Plucked me out.
So another moment of, you're good, you're special.
Yes.
Like people are telling you,
very much
you've
so.
got star quality.
Very much so.
Because you're how old at this point?
I'm 82. I'm 18.
You're 18.
I turned 19 on the show. Yeah, and it was incredible. I felt like I could be really successful at that point outside of gospel music, and I gave up that dream.
You weren't out.
I was not out. Oh God, no. When I was in Opryland, I engaged a couple times because I could not give up my cowboyness to give into anything that was gay. I always thought that no matter how many cowboy hats I put on, they must see through it. They must. I mean, what am I doing? You know, it was just constant torture in my brain about it. Why am I not good enough? You know, why? You know, this thing is going to be with me the rest of my life. I've got to find a way out of it. Mm-hmm. I don't want it.
You knew it was a professional liability.
I knew it was
even at 17 and 18.
17 and 18.
Because you had your eye on the prize.
Yes.
You wanted to be a star.
Yes.
So around this time in his life, he tried crystal meth for the first time. Ty would battle his addiction off and on for the next 4 decades. Let's talk about, if we can, about crystal meth.
Sure.
The first time you did it,
mm-hmm.
Where, how old?
I was 19 years old. And
was that in LA?
That was in Los Angeles. Yeah. It was given to me. And
you were out there. Mama didn't answer my phone call.
I was out there for Star Search. Yes. And,
my mother didn't answer the call.
Oh.
So the season for your home.
It's a pretty safe bet.
Come on, Cole.
My pledge is to keep you safe.
I'm your new lieutenant.
I've not given up.
See?
I'm just getting started.
Now we got this.
ABC's Law and Order SVU, streaming on the Peacock.
This island is full of a bunch of people who are nuts.
No Deal Island, January 7th. Next Friday, SmackDown.
You already know what time it is, right?
Brings you more. With 3 hours of Friday Night SmackDown. Next Friday, 8/7 Central, only on USA.
But tonight, the final Friday Night SmackDown of 2024 comes your way live from Tampa, Florida. The Avalanche Arena, home of the Tampa Bay Lightning of the NHL. Next week, they kick off 2025 in Phoenix, Arizona. And that is the night that Friday Night SmackDown goes to 3 hours. coming live, 8/7 Central, right here on USA next week.
Nick, I heard what you said. I heard all of it. I heard you say I'm not the real WWE champion, but I mean, I have this. I deserve to have this. I am the true, rightful WWE champion. Okay? And I also heard that ultimatum. You want me to give this back? You say I have to give it back, and I'm sure you'd love for me to agree to this right away and go, yes, my lord, I shall give it back right away, my lord. But you know what, Nick? I think you and I need to have a little discussion. So I'll come into this arena, but on my terms. That means just me and you alone in the ring. No one else. No security guards, no office cronies. Just me, you. And then we can talk.
When we got to the Braun Strowman match.
Wait, was it in the middle?
Yeah, I think we know who won was Braun Strowman.
New challenges. We're back on Friday Night SmackDown, live time, Tampa, the last one of... Maybe we'll see one later. Sammy and Mello go one-on-one. Hey, what I'm told by my producer. Take notes.
I thought Lillian came back.
She's on Raw.
Oh, okay. I thought she was going to do both.
That's Alicia Tate.
Hard iced tea. Keep it twisted. Drink responsibly. Theory and Raw, we're going to enjoy a few post-match cocktails together tonight. How great must it be to beat Grayson Waller, to have a best friend like Austin Theory, who's always willing to back you up, no matter what the case is. Or is it Grayson Waller always throwing Austin Theory even more? That's certainly a way of looking at it, but in reality, is Grayson Waller cares deeply for Austin Theory. They're great friends. So how did Theory get in this match then?
You're Grayson Waller. Enzo Amore called me wants his pants back. Enzo Amore.
Under the advice of Grayson Waller's Theory.
Yeah, remember that Enzo Amore usually wears something like that to the ring?
I remember Enzo, but I don't remember what he wears to the ring.
I cannot do that. It's fashionable. I could not pull it off. I don't know that too many people are going to Grayson Waller could. Nobody home. His Theory rolls out of harm's way, and now let's go. Okay, look at that. Well placed elbow by Strowman. The kid's a star. Wow! Oh, yes, Strowman is. Braun Strowman's taking over. Look at this.
Damn.
He run toward danger, not away from him.
To go.
And God damn it.
Hi, I'm Janelle. A little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is
Go. Here we go.
We're back on Friday Night SmackDown, live time, Tampa, the last one of 2024. Headed into the new year. Happy holidays Do you remember any parties you had to go to back when you were sophomores?
We went to different schools, but
Here we go again.
What the fuck?
it's that part.
Right.
Okay, I'm
It's
sorry.
downtown, I think there's about 30 or 40 kids. A few of us from Far Rockaway. There was a keg.
What the
And
fuck?
one
Seriously?
point Bethany came out of one of
What
the
the
vents
fuck?
and said, "You gave her away."
Why does she want to leave?
Well,
Is this really coming up now?
It's important that you tell us what you remember.
But I don't know exactly what happened in there.
you know what? You know what? Fuck it. Because something obviously got fucked up here. I'm sorry, folks. We'll make it up some other time. I'll see you when I see you. Christy, Crystal, Megan, Amanda, Mackenzie, Noah, Caitlin, good night. And we'll see you when I see you. Okay?
We'll find out who won. And we'll see you for John Cena's last match in December of 2025.
Good night. Sorry, man. I don't know what happened.
It's okay.